Hello! People are asking very often where to start with Next War series. There are 5 games so far: Next War India-Pakistan, Next War Korea, Next War Taiwan, Next War Poland and Next War Vietnam, and we have 6th game, Next War Iraq, on its way. So, let's assume you heard about this series, you read something about it, and you want to buy your first Next War game. So, which game it should be? Of course, it depends on the subject. Probably there is a conflict or part of the world you are more interested in. There is also a matter of space, of time, and everything else. So, long story short, the best way for the start would be Next War India-Pakistan. As you can see, I don't have this particular game. I played, but I don't have it. And why? Because it is the smallest game. There is only a single board and it's not very big. There is a limited number of units. There is no naval stuff, only land and air combat. So this is the easiest game as well, and also pretty fast because there is not much of the land units as well. So, where's the catch? The problem is that Next War India-Pakistan is out of print since a long time, and if you want to get this game you have to search through the second-hand market, and as you probably know, buying games that are out of print can be costly. So, at last, for now, if Next War India-Pakistan will be out of print, this might be not the best way. So, we have 4 other games. Which one of them would be best for the start? Now, this is tricky. Somehow, Next War Korea is the easiest game. The rules are fairly simple comparing with the others, but, yes, there is always some but. Problem with Next War Korea is that it is the biggest game of all Next War series. It is truly a monster game with a lot of land units, a lot of air units, very small number of naval units. It has this game has pretty limited naval stuff, but still this is a very big and long game. So I don't think this is the best game for the start, because you may set it up and see, oh my god, how many units. It will take weeks to play. Yeah, that's not false. So I'm not sure if this is the best game for the start. So we have 3 others. Which one of them? My choice would be Next War Vietnam. Why? First, it is the most recent game of the series, and the second, it is I think a good compromise for all the stuff. First of all, it has 2 big boards. Yeah, this is not a small game at all. Second, it has a good number of land, air and naval units. There is not as much of them as in Next War Korea, so this is a good game if you don't want to be overwhelmed with the number of units you have to command. Finally, it is the most recent game of the series, and it has naval stuff somehow better explained than all the other games. Why I'm mentioning all this naval stuff? Because of all the rules in Next War series, naval stuff was always that thing that produced most questions than all the other parts of the rules. And finally, in the Next War Vietnam, naval stuff was somehow better explained than in all the other games, so I think this is also a good reason to get this game for the start. And why not Next War Poland and Next War Taiwan? Next War Taiwan is the second smallest game of the series, save to India-Pakistan, but it is also one of the most complicated games of this series, because, as you may guess, Chinese units have to make their way on the Taiwan via sea or via air. So there is a lot of naval stuff in this game, a lot of air stuff, and this game, although it is not very big, might be a bit more complex for the beginning player. So I'm not sure this could be a good game for the start. As for Next War Poland, This would be my second choice after Next War Vietnam, but, yes, there is another but, this game is about to get a new edition soon. I'm not sure if it's not have this new edition when I'm recording this video. I think not, but it was somehow scheduled for the second part of the 2022, so it is going to be released soon. And the whole boards are about to be updated. There is about to be a lot of new units because armies that are involved in this combat are changing all the time. So if you are going to buy Next War Poland, you'd better wait for the new edition. So that's all. So let's sum it up. If you can get India-Pakistan, get India-Pakistan first. If you can't, start with Next War Vietnam, and then if you are get into these rules and you want still play something on the limited number of board and units, try with Next War Taiwan. And as for Next War Korea, this is very special game with a lot of land units and very big and serious war. As for Next War Poland, wait for the second edition. Of course, there is Next War Iraq on its way. I just saw it a few times on the web. I had no chance to play it, so I can't say much about it. Of course, when it will be released, I will try to get this game, because in general I really like Next War series. I think this is one of my favorite series of war games, and if there will be more games of this series, I will gladly get it.